And so, what did you get into first? Producing or DJing?
I got into making beats.
Okay. What was your program?
Back in the day, we had this program called Cakewalk.
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
So
let's go.
there's like little dots, MIDI dots. Before even that, I had a Pentium 2 computer with like 300 megahertz.
Stop it.
AOL. So I made beats with like AOL sounds because I learned waves.
You extracted that with the waves?
Yeah, I took these AOL
from
sounds.
The notification sounds and stuff.
I was like, you got mail. I'm like, oh, made a beat using you got mail.
You remixed it?
I don't know. And then we take MIDI sounds. Like, then on, it was like, we took, like, I was like, oh, I can download MIDI files, right? Because I started learning about Cakewalk and how MIDI works. And this was like in this program called Youth Advancement Through Music and Art, So, we took like Biggie's MIDI files or Tupac MIDI files, just all the whatever was popular at the time.
Sound kits, right?
Yeah, MIDI files, and then I was like, oh, I put it in Cakewalk, and I was like, that's a MIDI file. That's the whole thing. So I like remix it. I learned how to remix using Cakewalk 5. I take the MIDI files and like make everything like a grand piano. So I'm like listening to like One More Chance, and it's all this grand piano, or like Juicy, and it was all grand piano, everything. Yeah. Or I could change, and I learned that I could change the instrument packs. Like I can change them from regular acoustic drums to electronic drum kits. Channel 25 was a 808 kit. Channel 24 was a retro, a rock kit. Channel 1 was a standard drum kit. This is like.
So you learned on
Cakewalk and Acid too. And I started, and I shout out to my mentors. Sony Acid. Yep. Yeah, FL Studio wasn't called FL Studio. It was called Free Loops.
Right.
And Reason wasn't called Reason back in the day when I learned it.
It was called Solution. No, I'm just playing.
It was called Rebirth.
Oh, really?
338. Yeah. So
that was talking like early 2000s, like
99, 98.
Oh, yeah, just a little early, yeah.
99, I'd say. Yeah, it's like, and then like I got into like real drum machines. I was in a metal band. I was in a noise band. So that's some weird shit.
Yeah, back when they had Pentium 2 processors, man, those are like not even a full gigahertz processor.
Yeah, this could be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this could be the nerd podcast episode. I'll talk all day.
Right. Oh yeah, don't get me started, man, because I might meet you there. You know what I mean? And we just turn this whole thing into that. But okay, so when you started producing, you started producing music for other musicians.
Yeah, no, I had a group with. Yeah, I mean my first group. Well, besides the noise band in middle school. Shouts out to Ben Yorgis. I traded a turntable for a red guitar.
Oh shit!
For a red guitar, because I was like, you wanted to be a DJ, so you wanted to scratch, and I just had these garage sale turntables, right? I got all my stuff from like a pawn shop. I didn't have money, so I had to buy these like $20 garage sale turntables.
Yeah.
You know, Gemini mixers. Yeah. You know, I was like, we used to go to school dances, and I'd see all these other DJs that I looked up to.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to be like you,
Yeah. So the production kind of opened the door for the DJing, you would say?
Yeah, I'd say production because like it was, back in the day we just downloaded the software because we just download it for free.
Right. Exactly.
Learn how to act. Like,
right.
Free programs.
Yeah.
And then I got into DJing.
But you haven't made like any like production albums or any like DJ mixes, like official mixes?
I have. I mean, I made one for Vegas when they hired me to do. I did this reggae mix when I got contracted to work at for the Magic Fashion Show in Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah, this was when I flew there with Underground Hip Hop and Karma Loop.
Oh yeah, who do you know from underground hip hop?
Well, my roommate was Mayan Tamang.
Uh-huh.
So then I can't remember the names now. It's been a while.
You familiar with the mic sessions they do?
Oh heck yeah, I was there when
they were doing that.
Yeah.
Oh hey.
Yeah, and then you could consign your gear there. Like if you had a hip hop album, you send it over there and then sell it for you on the website.
Oh really?
And your T-shirts.
Oh, what are you talking about? Undergroundhiphop.com. Right. UGHH.
But then they had a store. They opened up a store in Boston. Yeah, and they had
and
it was
they
DJ.
shut down their forum.
Yeah. But
You remember the Forum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember DJ On and On. You know.
Yeah.
DJ On and On. I just my brain's not working right now. But my roommate was Mayan Tamang, and he was like a local fashion designer.
I used to really fuck with that Forum, man. I used to really like promote my music on it and.
That's where you buy your scratch records.
Make some clickbait article. You know what I mean? Like, just to get some shit going. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I can't remember the names, but there was a bulldog there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they were the homies. I'm sorry I don't remember your names.
Where were they located? In L.A.?
No, the Underground Hip Hop was located in Boston. Okay. So they had a shop next to a museum, the Boston Conservatory on Huntington Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, I miss doing the shows. Yeah. I remember doing like a lot of in-store shows with people.
Yeah. So as an artist, or as a creator, I'll say, because you do more than just create, man. You know how to work shit. You know what I mean. You know how to, you know how to do shit. Okay. But
hustle, man. Learn
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah. But where do you draw like inspiration from? Like, let's say you're producing a new beat, or you got to get an idea of.
It's like synergy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna meet this person. Oh, what's your music style? Oh man, you're dope. Okay, let's see if we can figure it out. Like I'm like writing some chords on the piano or playing some riffs on the guitar, or like find a sample and I just loop it and put some drums over it. And I'm like, that shit's dope. Okay, right. And then it's all about that bouncing of energy, the synergy, and then that's once. You keep elevating that, and then there's like a little bit of anxiety because your sensors are like a little heightened because you're a musician, use your ears.
Right.
And it's like that, a little bit of, and if the person's dope and they got like pretty good music theory and timing,
Right, exactly.
then that works. Right.